Hello everybody. It is Thursday. My name is Roham. If you haven't practiced yoga with me before, we've got a little bit over 60 minutes together. We're going to do traditional hot 26 and 2 Bikram yoga. So it's known by a bunch of different names depending where you find the yoga. It's 26 postures, 2 breathing exercises. We start with a breathing exercise, so then we'll do 3 warm-up postures, then we'll all stop for a water break. If you need a water break before the warm-up's complete, go ahead. Just try to wait until after the warm-up. If you've got a heating system, go ahead and turn it up a little bit. The deep breathing exercise is going to be a 6-second inhale through the nose, a 6-second exhale through the mouth. You constrict your throat, creating an audible breath. If you find your lungs are full or empty ahead of the class, then you hold them full or empty. Is the only time we'd ask you to hold your breath. I'll give you a demonstration so you can hear and see it, and then we'll all do it together. Nice and audible. Okay, toes touch, interlace and glue 10 fingers to your chin and your neck. Begin on the inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Every inhale, try to take in more air. You're working lung capacity and lung elasticity. Exhale. On the exhale, try to fog a mirror on the ceiling, creating an ha sound. Inhale. Every inhale, try to take in more air. Keep your shoulders down and frame your face with your elbows. Exhale. Only move the neck. Keep your spine straight. Elbows touch at the same time that the lungs empty. Inhale. Audible breath, shoulders down, elbows up, lungs full. Exhale. Knuckle pressure on the chin, spine straight, neck moves, elbows touch. Inhale. Fill your lower, middle, and upper lung past capacity. Exhale. Fog that mirror on the ceiling. Keep your shoulders drawing down, elbows touch, lungs empty. Inhale, 6 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Make way. Biggest breath of the day. Inhale. When you think your lungs are full, sip in more air. Exhale. Elbows touch, lungs empty, belly tightens, and release. Roll your shoulders, moisten your mouth. 3 warm-up postures, starting with Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Inhale your arms up. Interlace 10 fingers, release the index fingers, keep your thumbs crossed. Inhale again. Left and right 10 to 12 times. Watch your hips move opposite the shoulders like a pendulum, creating a stretch down both sides of the body. Your first set's 60 seconds, your second set 30 seconds. Don't worry about the depth, worry about the form. Depth comes with a consistent practice. Let's meet back up in the middle. All my cues are micro adjustments. Inhale, telescope your ribs up. Exhale to the right. 60 seconds. Press your thighs, hips, stomach forward and to the left as your upper body starts to lean back. Help to open the shoulders, the hips, shifting the weight into the heels. The hips press past the knife edge of your left pinky toe, creating a crescent shape with the body, enjoying a tremendous stretch down the left side of the body, from bones to skin, fingertips to toes. Next, bring your right shoulder a little closer to the front of your mat, and then bring your left hip closer to the front of your mat. Your shoulders and your hips are square to the wall in front of you. Arms are straight, heels of the hands are tight, biceps are connected to the ears, and if there's a gap between the biceps and ears, that's fine. It's an equal distance. Every inhale, finding a bit of space. Every exhale, moving a little bit deeper. We're not going to bounce. Right hand pulls on the left. Reach, reach, and rise. Inhale, telescope your ribs up. Exhale to the left. Press your thighs, hips, stomach forward and to the right. Lean your upper body back. Bring your left shoulder and right hip forward. Shoulders and hips square to the wall in front of you. Press your hips past the knife edge of your right pinky toe. Create a crescent shape with the body. Enjoy a tremendous stretch down the right side of the body. Keep your chin lifted, neck is visible. That's an airway. Keep it open. Arms are straight, heels of the hands are tight, biceps to ears. If there's a gap, that's fine. Left hand pulls on the right, point at the back left corner of the room. Wake up the shoulders. We don't bounce. We breathe and reach, reach, and rise. Lightly rest your head back. Roll your neck gently left and right. Back bend. Inhale. Fill your lungs. Keep 80% of the air in the lungs and begin to trace one ceiling tile at a time backwards. Breathe from the top 20%, creating an airbag effect, protecting your lumbar. Legs straight. Thighs, hips, stomach push forward. Look for the back wall or base forward. Bring the biceps behind the ears as you start to go back, fall back, more back, and rise. Still keep your biceps glued to your ears. Bend your knees as much as you need to exhale your hands to the floor slowly. This is working the core. Take your time. Once your hands are on the floor, lift your heels left and right, left and right. Take deep knee bends all the way down and all the way up. Do that 2 or 3 times. You're just getting blood flowing between the joints, the ligaments, preparing for your practice of yoga. This is called Padahastasana, hand to foot posture. Everybody take a deep knee bend so that your heels are lifted. We'll do it from the side today. Grab your heels from behind, hand underneath. Eventually, your pinky fingers will touch. Pull hard, straighten your legs as best you can. Keep your belly on your thighs. No gap. Head's dangling like a boulder, helping to lengthen your spine. Eyes are open for the full 60 minutes of the class. If you feel like there's a gap between the belly and the thighs, bend your knees more. Lay the belly on the thighs. Use the pressure of your chest on your knees to start to straighten the legs, lengthening the top of the head towards the top of the feet. Breathing. One day, when the legs are straight, The lengthening of the hamstring moves to a pinch of the hip and a lengthening of the lumbar. Everybody, bend your knees more. Get your pinkies and wrists and elbows closer together behind your heels, ankles, and calves. Pull hard. Lock out your legs. Reverse your way back up. Bend knees, tight belly, interlace fingers. Exhale your hands down. Take a moment, breathe it in, breathe it out. Second set, inhale your arms up. Interlace 10 fingers, release index fingers, opposite thumbs cross. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to the right. Press your thighs, hips, stomach forward and to the left. Lean that upper body back. The second set's half as long, and you've warmed up for the second set. So start the second set wherever you left off at the end of the first set. Start at your depth. Nobody's gonna bounce. Chin is lifted. Toes are touching. Reach. Reach. And rise. Inhale. Telescope your ribs up. Exhale to the left. Press your thighs, hips, stomach forward and to the right. Lean that upper body back. Keep your chin lifted. Shoulders draw down. Toes are lifted. Deep breathing. Second set, half as long. Start at your depth. Left hand pulls on the right, point back, left corner of the room. Don't bounce. Reach, reach, and rise. Rest your head back. Roll your neck gently, left and right. Inhale, fill your lungs full. Breathe from the top 20%. Start to trace one ceiling tile at a time backwards. Keep your legs straight, tailbone draw down towards the heels. Press your thighs, hips, stomach forward. Look for back wall. Look for back baseboard. Right near the end. Fall back, go more back, go back, and rise. Still keep the biceps glued to the ears. Bend your knees as much as you need to release low back tension. Exhale your hands to the floor. The slower you go, the more core you're able to work. Bend your knees if you need to protect your back. Okay, hands are back to the floor. Just lift your heels left and right a few times. Take deep knee bends. Down and up a few times. Get that blood flowing. Padahastasana, hand to foot posture, second opportunity. Everybody take a deep knee bend so the heels are lifted. Grab your heels from behind and underneath. Pinky fingers eventually touch. Pull hard, straighten legs as best as you can. Heads dangling like a boulder. Eyes are open, full 60 minutes of the class. No gap between belly and thighs. Draw the shoulders away from the ears and wrap the shoulders around the chest. Pressure of chest on knees straightens legs. Lengthen top of head towards top of feet. Your final opportunity to get the elbows closer together behind the calves. Pull hard. Lock out your legs. Reverse your way back up. Bend knees. Tight belly. Exhale your hands down. Take a moment. So we've warmed up the spine in 4 directions. Now we're going to warm up the arms, the legs, and the core with awkward seated pose. Step to the right 6 inches. Measure that 6 inches with 2 fists between your big toes. Reach your hands forward. Rest them on the reflection. Rest them shoulder height. Inhale across your upper back. Chair pose. Toes are lifted. Weights firm in the heels. There's 6 inches between your knees, your ankles, your elbows, and your wrists. Your feet are square like a capital letter H, so maybe you have to kick those heels out a little bit. This is a form of backward spine bending the first set. So begin to get the shoulders on the wall behind you. Upper back bending. Test the limits of balance. You're sitting in an invisible chair and you're breathing. Toes are up, weights in the heels. You got a long 6-second inhale to slide down the wall. And rise. Keep your arms strong and work your ankle strength every single day. Heels up, heels forward. Go to the point that you start to wiggle and wobble and stay there. That's your edge. You've arrived for it. Tighten the belly and start to bend the knees. Concentrating on the height of the heels. The knees are never going to be wider than the hips, and the hips are never lower than an invisible chair. If someone was behind you, they could see the whole sole of your foot. Belly tight, shoulders stacked. Inhale, your heels higher. Straighten your legs. Rest your heels down. Keep your arms strong. Third part. Set a plastic $100 bill between the knees and hold it there. Heels are lifted. You got a 10-second descent. Stop where you want. 10. 9. Slower. 8. 7. You're in an elevator. 6. 5. Are you breathing? 3. 2. Stop wherever you are. Arms and thighs parallel to the mat. Eventually, shoulders stacked. Breathing. Lift up a 1/4 inch. 6-second ascent. 5. Slower. 4. 3. 2. 1. Hands down, feet together. Second set. Step to the right 6 inches. Measure that 2 fists between your big toes. Measure it. Arms forward, shoulder height. Engage bicep, tricep, pec minor. Inhale across upper back. Chair pose. Toes are up. 6 inches between knees, ankles, elbows, and wrists. Feet are square on the inside, belly is taut. Breathe. Test limits of balance. Get those shoulders on the wall behind you. 6-second inhale. Slide down the wall. Rise. Keep your arms strong, ankle strength, heels up, heels forward. Go to the point you start to wiggle and wobble, stay there. Tighten the belly, lift the front of the pelvis, start to bend the knees. Knees never wider than the hips. Hips never lower than an invisible stool. Stay there. Tighten the belly. Lift the heels. Bend a little deeper. And rise. Keep your arms strong. Third portion. Glue your knees together. Lift your heels just a little bit. The foot width doesn't change. 10. Slide. 9. Stop where you want. 8. Breathe. 7. Knees touch. 6. You're in an elevator. 5. 4. 3. Wherever you are, stay there. Take 3 small bounces. Hold the third high bounce. 6-second ascent. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Arms down, feet together. One more warm-up posture and we'll all stop for a water break. Garasana, eagle, compression. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, right arm underneath the left. Interlock the fingers, grab the wrists or your shoulders. Inhale across the upper back. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, right leg over the left. And hook or point your right toe to your left ankle. No gap between the thighs. Draw your elbows down so the tops of the fingers line up bottom of the nose. Lift the chin. Move your knees to the right, elbows to the left. Elbows, wrists, ankles, knees line up center line. Soften the jaw and deepen the breath. Iron will, determination, to bend deeper into your left knee. Release. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left arm under right. Grab your wrist, interlace your fingers, or grab your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, chair. Inhale. Left leg over right thigh. No gap between the thighs. The higher you lift the left leg over the right thigh, the more likely you are to hook your toe to your ankle. Some of us may never hook toe to ankle. No problem. Point toe to ankle. Lift the chin, move the knees to the left. Tighten the belly and lower the right shoulder. Pull the elbows lower. Deepen the breath, soften the jaw. Bend into the right knee more. Release. Big breath, right arm under left. Draw those elbows down, fill your lungs. Triples. Inhale, right leg over left. No gap between thighs. Elbows, knees, ankles, wrists, center line. Point toe to ankle. Move the knees to the right, tighten the belly. Lift the chin. Bend that left knee. Release. Big breath. Exhale, left arm under. Grab your wrist. Take another breath. Chair pose. Inhale, left leg over that right thigh. Ride your breath into the posture. Point your toe to your ankle. Lift your chin, tighten your belly. Elbows, wrists in one line. Knees to the left. Right shoulder lower on this side. Left hip lower. Bend the right knee more. Release. Inhale. Exhale. Tiny, tiny sip of water. Just enough to moisten the mouth. Trying to drink water all day long. Showing up on your mat hydrated. Okay, everybody. Standing head to knee. Shift your weight to your left leg. Engage your left thigh, feeling or seeing the knee draw up into the thigh, which is different than just pushing your knee away from the front of your mat. That's hyperextending your knee. Fire up that knee. Inhale across the upper back. Exhale. Grab your right foot, interlacing 10 fingers, 2 inches below your right foot. You got 60 seconds. This is hard. You can always grab your shin or your knee, working stability in your standing leg. Right thigh eventually parallel to the mat, and ensure that your right heel is directly underneath your right knee. Don't grab the heel or the arch of the right foot. Go for the ball of the right foot. Palms are underneath the right foot. Re-engage your left leg and ensure there's no weight in the basket of the right hand, in the basket of your hands. 30 seconds, option to start your kick. Keep both arms straight until both legs are straight. The right heel is hip height, no higher, no lower. Press the right heel forward, pull the toes back, turn the right foot to the center line 1/4 inch. If all that made sense, lay the elbows to the bottom of the calf, drawing the shoulders away from the ears. 3, 2, slowly reverse your way out, set your foot down, and shift your weight to your right leg. Engage the right thigh, feel or see the knee draw up into the thigh. Inhale across the upper back. Exhale. Interlace 10 fingers, 2 inches below the foot. Interlace to the webbing of the hands. 60 seconds. Focus on stability in the right leg. Your right leg strong, solid, concrete like a lamppost. Left thigh parallel to the mat. Left heel underneath the left knee. Don't grab the heel or the arch of the left foot. Go for the ball of the left foot. Show me there's no weight in your hands. Removing your grip, nothing's changing. 30 seconds left, option to kick. Both arms and legs are straight. Left heel hip height. Pull toes back, press heel forward, turn left foot center line 1/4 inch. Start to bend the elbows, laying the elbows to the bottom of the calf. Draw the shoulders away from your ears. Keep the gaze forward. First set, 3, 2. Take your time. Set that foot down. Shake, shake, shake. Upper back bend. Thumbs in, fingers out. Draw the tailbone down. Squeeze the thighs. Inhale, lengthen. Press your thighs, hips, stomach forward. Upper back bending. Legs stay straight. Okay, second set. Shift weight to left leg. Engage left thigh. Inhale across the upper back. Exhale, come on down. 30 seconds. Focus forward, focus stability. If you kicked out on that first round, go ahead and kick out again. Turn your left foot to the center line. Press your big toe mound forward. Right foot. Lay the elbows to the bottom of the calf. Draw the shoulders away from the ears and look at your foot. Run your gaze to your knee. 3, 2. Reverse your way out. So lift the gaze, straighten the arms, bend the knee, let go of the foot. It's okay if you fall out, but try to save a little energy. Reverse your way out of the posture. Shift the weight to the right leg. Inhale. Exhale, come on down. 30 seconds. Right leg strong. No weight in the hands. Option to kick. Both arms and legs straight. Then bend the elbows. Re-engage the right leg. Press your left big toe mound forward. Look at the top of the foot. Run your gaze down your shin. 3. Breathing. 2. Forehead to knee. Reverse your way out. So straighten the arms. Bend the knee. Release the foot. Upper back bend. Second set. Thumbs in, fingers out. Draw tailbone down. Inhale, telescope your ribs up. Press thigh, hip, stomach forward. Dancers. Dandiyama, Dhanurasana. This is a chest opener. So feel that shoulder blade touching towards the spine. Begin to open the chest backwards. Keep your palm up like you're holding a tray and drop the wrist to the thigh. Still keep your palm upright and see if you can get the ankle from the inside. Invite your right knee back to the center line. Inhale your left arm up. 60 seconds. First cue. Kick into the right hand. 50% of your leg strength. Maintain that. Square your hips to the top of the mat or the floor. Help to work your core. Begin to lay your belly over an invisible tabletop in front of you. Watch the right knee disappear behind the right head. Left hand shoulder height or higher. Left leg strong. Solid concrete like a lamppost. Allow the right shoulder to disappear behind the left and a mini up dog of the chest. Shift the weight to the ball of the left foot. If you were to fall out, you'd fall forward, but strength of the kick, iron will and determination are carrying you. You've got 12 seconds left. So if you fell out, you get back in. Unity in the world. Hips are square. Shift the weight. Kick into the right hand. Kick up. Kick more. Take your time to release. It's okay if you fall out. Take a moment. Set up second set, second side. Feel shoulder blade to spine. Left palm, palm upright. Keep the palm upright. Drop wrist to thigh. Keep the palm upright. Hook your ankle from the inside. Invite your left knee back to the center line. Inhale the right arm up. Okay, 60 seconds. First cue, kick into the left hand, 50% of your leg strength, just 50%. Now bring your left hip forward or down and begin to lay your belly over an invisible table in front of you. Keep your right hand shoulder height or higher. Cheek connected to bicep. Allow the left shoulder to disappear behind the right. Mini up dog of chest. Shift weight to ball of right foot. If you were to fall out, you'd fall forward, but strength of kick, iron will, and determination are carrying you. You've got 12 seconds left. If you fell out, get back in. Unity on this channel. Knee disappears, toes reappear. Kick back, kick up, kick more. Take your time to release. Integrity of motion. Second set. Right palm, keep it upright. If it's hard to grab your ankle from the inside, you're welcome to grab it from the outside. Shoulder blade to spine, chest opening. Get a hold of that ankle. Right knee to the center line. Left arm up. 30 seconds. Kick into the right hand. Feel that chest opening. Mini up dog of chest, shift belly, lay belly on table. Left hand higher. Weights in the ball of the left foot. Don't give up. If you fall out, that's okay. You got 3 breaths. Standing splits is your goal. Set your right foot down slow. Shake, shake. Okay, keep going. Left palm. Shoulder blade to spine. Hook ankle from inside. Invite knee to center line. This is enough for most of us. Right arm up. Breathing. Some of us are ready to ride that 30 seconds. So kick into the hand. Left hip forward. Chin up. Left shoulder disappears behind right. Mini up dog of chest. Shift weight to ball of right foot. 3 breaths. Take your time. Set your left foot down with integrity. Tadasana. Standing stick posture. 20 seconds. Hands on hips to protect your back. Or inhale your arms up, interlace 10 fingers, release index fingers. Inhale again. Giant step right leg. Point the toe of the left foot to lengthen the front of the left leg. Lower the left hip, straighten the left leg, and then lift the left leg higher. Straighten the arms so the biceps are glued to the ears and move the chin off the chest. Dry air is all finished, guys. We can fold that laundry after class, reaching and stretching and release. Let's do it again. Inhale, lengthen. Giant step, left leg. Point the toe of the right foot. Tighten the belly, lower the right hip. Straighten the right leg, straighten the arms. Lift the chin. Capital letter T is your goal. T stands for terrific as you reach and you stretch and release. Take a moment. If your heart's racing, fantastic. Full body cardiovascular-esque workout. The only way to calm the racing heart, deep breathing. Okay, second set, 20 seconds. Inhale, interlace 10 fingers, release index fingers. Inhale again. Giant step, right leg. Point the toe of the left foot, tighten the belly. Straighten the left leg, lower the left hip. Straighten the arms, lift the chin. Lift the left leg. Bring the biceps behind the ears. Reaching, stretching, and release. One more. Inhale. Giant step, left leg. Point the toes of the right foot. Tighten the belly. Lift the chin, straighten the arms. Lower the right hip, lift the right leg. Biceps behind the ears. As you're reaching, you're stretching, and you're slowly releasing. Let's slow the class down. Dandi Piyama, Dabi Tipada, Paschimottanasana. Wide leg forward fold. You can turn to the right. Inhale. Arms up. Exhale. Giant step. Okay. Inhale again. Exhale. Coming down. Grab calves. Ankles. Or maybe your heels. Hip over the knee. Knee over the heel. Weights on the balls of the feet. Straighten that spine and draw the shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen the top of the head away from the tailbone. This is about the hamstrings, and the straighter the spine, the more concentrated the stretch will be. The object of stretching is pulling, so I need you to pull on whatever you get a hold of. Head below the heart, oxygen-rich blood racing to the brain. Every exhale, move a little deeper. Forearms running up the shins. Push into the balls of the feet. Let's rise. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. Great. Do it again. Inhale. Exhale. Take another inhale. Exhale. So again, maybe you're up here, tight hamstrings, work on straight spine. Maybe you have to have hands on a block to support your back. Weights in the balls of the feet, hip over knee over heel. Maybe you're getting those heels, but you must maintain straight back. Draw the shoulders down your back. Lengthen the top of the head away from the tailbone. Ride your breath deeper into the posture. Oh boy, that dryer. Give up on me, please. Take your time to rise, everybody. Bend your knees if you need. Use your hands. Come on up. Hands up, feet together, hands down. Good news if you're new to this class. We have arrived at the climax of the class. This is called triangle trikonasana. Everything you did up until this moment prepared you for this moment. And everything after this moment is a downhill slope. I'll do the posture in this direction, and then I'll switch my mat for the second step. I actually imagined that happening earlier today. So, okay, big step to the right. Inhale your arms up, giant step. Turn your right foot and bend your right knee. So your right heel either lines up to the arch of your left foot or to your left heel. Your right knee must stack. Bend your knee more and widen your stance. Bend your knee more and widen your stance. Why don't you lean away from the front of the mat and that bottom rib, bring it in and see what happens to your back. 60 seconds. Right arm down, left arm up. I need you to line your right elbow up to your thigh or your knee. No higher, no lower. Lift the gaze to the left thumb. Draw your left shoulder down your back and activate the 10 fingers. Use some right elbow pressure on the right knee. Move your right knee to the right. Give the edge of your left foot more energy and widen the stance as you bend the knee more. Draw the tailbone towards the left heel. Soften the jaw. If your thighs parallel, some of us are going index, middle finger, big toe. Hips are lower than the knee. Rise. Turn the right foot. Turn the left foot. Bend the left knee. Left heel lines up to arch of right foot. Move your left knee to the left. Lift the front of your pelvis. Stack your left knee. Left arm down, right arm up. Give the edge of your right foot more energy. Make sure your left knee is stacked. Lift the gaze to the right thumb. Draw the right shoulder down your back. Move the left knee to the left. Use your left elbow pressure. Soften the jaw and the toes. Deepen the bend of the knee. Tailbone draws towards right heel. Ujjayi breath. When your knee is stacked and your thighs parallel, you might start to reach index middle finger for big toe. It's about the breath, it's about the hips. Get those hips lower. Rise. Inhale, hands up, feet together. Exhale. Second set. Inhale, your arms up. Exhale, giant step. Turn the right foot. Inhale first. Exhale. Knee passes ankle, widen stance. Inhale. Exhale. Knee passes ankle, widen stance. Inhale. Exhale. 60 seconds. We're looking for a straight line from left armpit to left heel. We're looking for a triangle between the tricep, rib cage, and quadricep. Gaze to left thumb. Active hands. Over time, your thigh will be parallel. Working on those straight lines. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Slowly rise. Right foot. Your hips are different side to side. Turn your left foot. Bend your left knee. Bend your left knee. Bend your left knee. Left arm down, right arm up. 30 seconds. Take another breath as you bend the knee a little more and then rise. Inhale your hands up, feet together, exhale hands down. The buzzing of the dryer isn't a problem until we reach Shavasana. So we've got 2 more standing postures. This is called pyramid or Dandiyama, Dapiktapada, Janusarasana. Inhale, arms up. Cross the thumbs, but don't interlock the fingers. Don't interlock the fingers. Turn, take 3 foot step to the right. Turn your 10 toes to the back of the mat. Feet on railroad tracks. Right hip back, left hip forward. 10 toes face the front edge of your mat. Bend the right knee, tuck the chin, and get your forehead to touch your right knee. The posture does not start until the forehead has touched the knee. You're working compression of your internal organs and your endocrine system.
How often do you massage your internal organs? If your forehead's touching your knee, then you use the pressure of your forehead to straighten your leg. If your forehead's touching a straight leg, then you might get your hairline to touch your kneecap. So slowly rise, bend the knee if you need.
10 toes to the side, 10 toes to the back. Feet on railroad tracks. Left hip back, right hip forward. Bend your left knee, tuck your chin. Exhale your forehead to your bent left knee.
So bend the knee as much as you need to try to get your forehead to meet the knee. Keep your 10 toes facing the back of the mat. Tiny sips of air through the constriction of the throat. Tiny sips of air through the compression. Use the pressure of the forehead to straighten the leg. Maybe get the hairline to meet the kneecap. Slowly rise.
10 toes to the side. Exhale, hands down, feet together. Let's do tree pose before we take it to the mat. Shift your weight to your left leg. Inhale the right knee up to the armpit and close the knee. Keep the knee closed with your hand and grab your ankle with your other hand. Place the ankle on the front of the thigh, or maybe line the heel up to the costume of the hip. Eventually, the right heel might line up to the belly button. Keep one hand on the ankle, one hand to the heart center. Everybody. Now, lift the front of your pelvis, draw the tailbone down, and invite your right knee away from the top of the mat a second time. That should have created some space in your low back. If your foot doesn't slip at that point, maybe both hands to heart center. Take your time to switch. Again, our hips are different side to side. I've been doing this almost 10 years. I still can't bring both hands to heart center with this hip, which is okay. Inhale, left knee into armpit. Grab that knee and close it. Close the knee, keep it close. Place your ankle on the front of your thigh and keep a hold of that ankle. Invite the left knee away from the front of the mat. One hand, heart center. Everybody hold on to ankle with one hand. Lift the front of the pelvis, draw the tailbone down, and then invite the left knee away a little more. Feel what's happening in the hip flexion and the low back. If you can maintain that without anything changing or the heel sliding, then bring both hands to heart center. Take your time to release. Do it again. Same thing, option for toe stand. Toe stand is not advanced. Everyone can play with toe stand. Inhale, close up that knee. Grab the ankle and invite the ankle to the front of the thigh. One hand, heart center, and stay here. If you want to play with toe stand, it's not advanced. Everyone can play with it. Look at the top of your mat and then begin to reach for the mat with your hands. If you're here, you're staying here working stability and a lengthening of the hamstring. If you've got a hold of the floor, then I want you to shift the weight into the hands, lift the heel, and lower yourself down. Now, tippy fingers beside the hips. Strong left leg. Straight spine. One hand, heart center. Engage the left leg so you're not resting on the left heel, and invite the right hand to heart center. I can't reverse, I release. Some of us might reverse our way up. Shift to the right leg. Inhale the left knee into armpit, not chest. Invite ankle, front of thigh. Knee away. Stay here. One hand, heart center. You want to play with toe stand, look at the top of your mat. So begin to reach for your mat with your hands. And you might be here. That's enough. No problem. May be able to get the floor. Then shift the weight into the hands. Lift the heel. Lower yourself. Tippy fingers beside your hips. Tippy middle finger if you need. Tighten the belly. Strengthen the right leg. Upper back straightens. One hand to heart center. Focus on breathing. Maybe both hands heart center. Slowly reverse or release. Guys, we're late. Let's keep moving. Get onto the mat. Ardha Pava Muktasana, wind removing pose. Inhale. Inhale your right knee into your armpit. Interlace the fingers below the knee, 2 inches below the knee. Press your left heel away from your left hip. Keep your elbows tight to your ribs and get the elbows almost an equal distance to the mat. Micro tuck the chin to lengthen the back of the neck. Spread the bones of the feet. Create light between your 10 toes. Inhale, press your belly up against your thigh. Exhale, draw the thigh down against the belly. Maintain a compression, white knuckle grip. Slowing the blood in the leg, working grip strength, massaging those organs. And release. Inhale, left knee to armpit. Interlace fingers just below the knee. Invite knee to armpit. Elbows are tight to the ribs. Elbows are almost an equal distance to the mat. Press your right heel away from you. Pull your 10 toes up towards your 2 knees. Spread the bones of the feet apart. Micro tuck chin, lengthen back of neck. White knuckle grip, deep lower left lung breathing. That means inhale. Press belly up against the thigh. Exhale, draw thigh down against the belly. Maintain compression. And release. Both knees in. Reach over your shins for your elbows. If you can't grab your elbows, no problem. Grab your wrists, fingers, or knees. But try for those elbows. Feet are side by side, not crossed. Back of the head down. Press the top rim of your sacrum to the mat, and then flatten your tailbone to the mat. You probably felt the knees pull away from your chest. Concentrate a flat spine, pull the knees back into the chest. As you improve your skeletal system through a practice of yoga, one day your spine will lay flat to the mat, your knees will still be connected to the chest. And release. And slowly lower those legs. So we transition through the rest of the class with a double exhale sit up. For double exhale sit-ups, you glue your heels together and down. You can cross your arms on your chest or you're going to inhale them above you. The first exhale takes you up into vertical. The second exhale takes you into a fold. If you've got low back issues, skip this. Glue your heels together and down. Inhale your arms up. Exhale. Onto your belly, spine strengthen. Cobra, Bhujangasana. Tops of the fingers line up. Tops of the shoulders, hands underneath your shoulders. Elbows tight to the ribs. Keep your feet down, belly button down, hands down. Lift your knees and ribs and gaze. Breathing. Draw your tailbone towards your heels, no palm pressure. You're using back strength to lift. You're moving towards a 90-degree elbow. Do not lift your belly button from the mat. Shoulder blades draw away from your ears. And release. Salambhasana, locust. Reach your hands beside you. Flip your palms to the floor so palms are down. Rock and roll your hips left and right. Try to get your pinky fingers to touch underneath your hips. Kiss the mat. Don't look left or right. Inhale your right leg up. Concentrate to relax your left leg. Concentrate to press your right hip down on your wrist mat or forearm. Straighten that right leg. Inhale your right leg higher. And release. Left leg up. Concentrate to relax your right leg. Straighten your left leg. Lift your left leg higher. But keep your left hip pressing down on wrist, mat, or forearm. Breathing. Inhale your left leg higher. And release. Double leg lift. Before you do double leg lift, get your pinkies closer. Spread your fingers apart. Kiss the mat. Straighten the arms. You can use a little bit of momentum for double leg lift. Push down, lift up. The more you push down, the more you're able to lift up. Your goal is to roll your hips off of the wrists and forearms. Lift the hips up and lay them back down. Release your arms out from underneath you. Keep going, guys. Airplane, full locust, Purna Salambhasana. Spread those wings. Inhale everything up. Point the toes. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Straighten the legs. Lift the thighs. Lift the ribs. Knuckles of the hands line up, crown of the head. Breathe. Higher. Slowly release. Your final spinal strengthening is floor bow. So bend the knees and grab the heels, grab the ankles from the outside. If it's hard to grab your ankles, don't grab your ankles. Spread your wings, airplanes. Airplane or Dhanurasana floor bow. Let's rise. Breathe. The difference between yoga and exercising is the quality of your breathing. Arms are straight. Kick into the hooks of the hands with the engines of the feet. Very slowly release. We'll keep doing the class facing in this direction, just to give you a different perspective from last week. Hero pose, top of the mat. Sitting hips on heels. If you know Supta Virasana, sleeping hero, go ahead, find it. Or we'll move into this together. If this is pressure on your knees or ankles, that's no problem. You lean forward to relieve pressure. I had to do this posture every single day for 1 entire year before I could sit comfortably like this. If you can sit comfortably like this, second stage, keep your knees together Ankles apart, and see what happens. If your hips are floating or you feel pressure on your knees, come back to the first part of the posture. If your hips are on the floor, your knees are okay, then you might explore the next stage. You might lean back. It's okay if the knees start to open as you lean back, but if they lift from the mat, you've gone too far. You might get to the elbows. Or you're on the shoulder blades, grabbing your elbows above your heads. Those that are already there, switch your grip. Make sure you're breathing into the opening. Slowly release into Shavasana. That was a major compression. We're going to do 3 postures, 2 twists, and a breathing exercise. Glue your heels together and down. Inhale your arms up or cross them on your chest. Double exhale. Okay, back of mat for half tortoise. Ardha Kamarasana. Hips on heels. Inhale, arms up. Cross thumbs, don't interlock fingers. Keep your hips on your heels. And see if you can get your forehead to the mat ahead of your pinky fingers. Now, no matter what happened, shuffle your hips back towards your heels. I like to lift my belly button and place it closer to my knees, lengthening down my thighs. Bend your elbows so that your forehead gets to the mat. And if your forehead's on the mat, start to straighten the arms. Keep your forehead to the mat. If your forehead's to the mat and your arms are straight, bring your nose or chin to the mat. Lengthen the neck. This is a bit of a core work, so tighten the belly, keep your biceps glued to the ears. Reverse your way back up. Straight into camel. Middle of mat. 6 inches between knees and ankles is 2 fists. Keep top of the feet down. Thumbs in, fingers out. Draw the tailbone down. Press your feet into the mat. Press your hips forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Draw the shoulders down. Press your hips forward more. This is where you're staying, most of us. Keep your feet pushing down. Keep your hips pressing past your knees. Some of us might begin to reach for those heels. This is upper back bending. Get out of your low back. So tailbone drawing towards heels. Shoulders draw down your back. Press hips forward. Press feet down. Lift chest up. Don't hold the breath. Breathe. Touch teeth together. Lengthen from the neck to the belly button. Release slowly. Shavasana. Double exhale sit-ups. Glue your heels down, inhale your arms up. Okay, last few postures. Back of the mat for rabbit, Sasandasana. I want you to put your knuckles down, palms up, kind of like you're cupping your bum. Keep your knuckles to your feet. Inhale across the upper chest. Exhale. Tuck the chin, grab the heels, lift the hips. If you were wearing a ponytail,
you'd be attempting to place your ponytail to the mat. And as you lift your hips up over your knees, you're putting pressure on your neck. That's why you pull on your heels to relieve the pressure from the neck. Press your spine through your shoulder blades. Deep breathing. Very slowly release. Your final two postures. Right leg forward, left leg in for Janu Sarasana. Separate leg head to knee stretch. Torso to the right a couple times. Bend your right knee as much as you need to get a hold of that foot. Forehead to knee. Gaze under right armpit. Use the pressure of your forehead on your knee. Start to straighten your leg. Gaze under your right armpit. This is the same as standing head to knee, only you remove balance from the equation. Gives you a chance to play with the posture. If your forehead's connected to a straight leg, lift your heel a 1/4 inch. Switch. Torso to the left a couple times. Bend knee, grab foot, place forehead to knee. Gaze under left armpit. The posture doesn't start until your forehead touches the knee. So bend the knee, grab the foot, place your forehead to the knee. Thumbs are underneath your foot. Pressure of forehead straightens leg. That's a maybe. Point your elbows down, shoulders away from your ears. If your forehead's connected to a straight leg, then lift the heel a 1/4 inch and release. Straighten your legs, double exhale, sit up. The second the shoulder blades touch down. Paschimottanasana. Move the fleshy meat bones out of the way. Index, middle finger, grab your big toes. Press your big toe mounds forward. Straighten the spine. Big breath, belly to thigh. One day, you can relax your neck, rounding that back. Slowly release. Final spinal, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Bend your left knee, step your right leg over. To modify, keep your left leg straight. Do not just twist. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale into your twist. Keep that left palm active, right hand behind you like a kickstand. Utilize that right hand. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen the twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, upper middle twist. Switch. Bend your right knee, step your left leg over. 4 corners of the left foot to the mat. Don't just twist, ride your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Left hand like a kickstand. Inhale into that kickstand. Exhale into the twist. Slowly release, counter twist. Kabalati, breath of fire, comfortable seated position. This is a full lungs inhale. Exhale half, snap the last half out. The inhale is automatic. You just concentrate on exhaling. We're going to do 30. Inhale full lungs, exhale half, and begin.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shh. Most important thing we do, final Shavasana. Do not skip it. Spin around onto your back. Heels mat width apart or wider. Arms not in contact with the body. Palms face the ceiling. Shoulder blades draw down your back, and you're welcome to lift the right shoulder blade 1 millimeter in towards the spine. You're welcome to inhale that left shoulder blade just 1 millimeter in towards the spine as well. Relax your fingers, your arms, your shoulders. Relax your toes, ankles, knees, and hips. Soften the expression and create more space between your eyebrows. Everything we did up until this moment was a form of a compression or an extension. Compressions or extensions both slow the blood in the body. It's only at Shavasana that the blood begins to flow free again. This is oxygen-rich blood, reaching all the cells in the body. It's why you feel so good after yoga. Fresh, circulating blood in between the organs and all the veins and arteries. Move your fingers and your toes. And move your ankles and your wrists. Inhale, morning stretch. Exhale to your right side. Draw your knees close to your chest and use your bicep like a pillow. Full body reset. Use your left hand to help yourself into a seated position. Thank you very much for sharing your practice with me. One down, infinity to go. My name is Roham. Namaste.